Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be crocheting Stray Kids Han's hat. So it's just a simple bucket hat. Hopefully my explanations are good enough for you. If I'm being completely honest, I was in a rush to do this so I could wear this out before the end of summer. And please subscribe. It definitely will help so I can make much better videos. I'm going to go ahead and tell you your materials. First, you're going to want to have a 5mm hook, some white yarn, some brown yarn to use for the hat, some scissors, a darning needle, you just need one, and you're also going to want to use this green right here. If you want it to have your own style, then you can always use your own colors, but I wanted to go with the picture. So please subscribe before we get started, and let's get into the video. And one more thing before we get into the video. So if you are like a complete beginner, I would not recommend this video to you because my explanations are not very thorough. But if you are a little bit more than a beginner or you know more than the basics, then you could try this out. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first step to making Han's bucket hat is making your granny squares. Let me go ahead and show you how to do that. So first you're going to want to be started off with your green yarn, and you will make a magic circle. So you wrap it around your fingers like this, insert your hook, pull through the back loop, twist, and then you'll chain 3, so that's a yarn over pull through. So once you chain 3, you'll chain an extra 2, so you have 5. Then do a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So you're going to want to have 8 double crochets total, and make sure you chain 2 between each. So chain 2, then double crochet, chain 2, then do another double crochet. I will meet you back once you finish all of your double crochets. So next you'll chain 2, so this will be finishing off. Then grab your little tail from your granny square or magic circle. Next you're going to insert your hook into the 3rd or 4th chain from the beginning. And next you'll grab your white yarn here, and after you do that, you're going to do a slip stitch. So you will yarn over and pull through. And then here you will tie together. And at the end you will weave in these ends. Okay, so next you're going to want to get your scissors to cut off that green yarn. Okay, next you're going to want to chain 3, turn your work, and then do 2 double crochets into this chain space. Okay, next chain 2. So basically after you do your group of double crochets, you're going to alternate between chaining 2 and chaining 3. So then do 3 more double crochets into the next chain space. Chain 3. Then do your 3 double crochets. Okay, next you're going to chain 2 because you chained 3 last, and then do your 3 double crochets. Then chain 3. You'll finish up your row and I'll meet you back. So I'm going to finish off with a chain 3. So insert your hook into your 3rd chain from the beginning. And then we're going to do another slip stitch, but instead we're going to be grabbing our brown yarn because we're changing to the outer. So we're going to be working on this part. So insert your hook and slip stitch. Okay. Next you're going to tie your tails together. Okay, next you're going to cut off your tail. Next, you're going to chain 3. Okay, next you're going to turn your work. And if you look about how many chains you did last, so that was 3. So you're going to do 2 double crochets. So this creates your first group in the corner, right there. Next you're going to chain 3. Then do 3 more double crochets into that same group. Then chain 2, and then do 3 double crochets into that next chain space. Next chain 2, do 3 double crochets. Next chain 3. Next do 3 double crochets. Chain 2. Then chain 2, and you will literally just repeat this throughout the entire round, and then I'll finish up with you right here. Next, once you finish like this is what it should look like. On my channel, I do have a basic granny square tutorial, so I think that this outer part would definitely relate to that, so check that out if you need more help. Then chain 2, and then insert your hook into the 3rd chain from in the beginning, and then we're going to do a slip stitch with the brown yarn this time, no changing. Next, chain 1, grab your scissors and cut. So next I'm going to have to ask you to weave in all of your ends, and for the amount of squares that you're going to need, you're probably going to want something to measure your head. So you will measure that around. So next, once you find out your measurement, so mine is about 23.5 inches. So you're going to want to just set your granny squares out, and that's how many you'll need. So I'm gonna need around 6. Next, you're going to weave in your ends, and I'll be back to show you how you're going to do the white part. I'll pop up a picture for you, so I'll meet you back after that. Okay, so next, when you have all of your granny squares completed, so here are all of mine laid out. So you're going to want to get your 2 granny squares, okay? Next, grab your white yarn. Okay, so next you're going to want your double crochet stitches facing not towards you, but more away from you. So you're facing the right side of it. So next, if you look, you have your 3 chains right here, correct? And then you're gonna want to insert it into the second chain. So here. Okay, next you're gonna insert it into the second chain of the other one as well. Okay, so there you go. That's what you're going to do first, right? Next, you're going to slip stitch with your white yarn. Okay, maybe even pull this out further so we won't have to worry about it too much. And also tie your tail. Okay, next we're going to be working double crochet. So you know how you'll insert into your, work that you're doing? You're going to insert both of, so I'm inserting my chain, my hook. So I'm going to do a yarn over, pull through both, yarn over, pull through both, so it will look like this. Next, you're going to insert it into your first double crochet. And then you'll do this and this. Then this. Then this. Okay. Next, you're going to work into those chains. You're just going to keep continuing throughout your entire row and make sure you're working into the same stitch into both of your granny squares. So next you'll have this, and you'll want to do only your second chain, and then continuing you will just turn it to do the top here, just like this. So before you do your single crochet into that second chain right there, you're going to want to add your other thing in, so it will go, basically your whole thing is going to go down, up, or like around, down, and that's how it goes. And then you will also just kind of go around, over, and I'll just meet you back. Okay guys, so I ended up not needing this last one right here, but here's what it looks like so far. I know that there are lots of ends that I did not expect that I would need, but basically you can just single crochet up and around and then just do it like through. But if you don't want to do that, you can really just figure out how you want to single crochet it, because I went back and forth of lots of things. I'm sorry that this is not so easy to understand. I hope that you can, But if you're a beginner, I suggest that you know a little bit more than basic crochet knowledge. So yeah, let's continue. So next you're going to get some more white yarn. And so this part is going to wrap around your head. I'll pop up a picture. Okay, so you'll wrap that around your head as you saw. And so take out some white yarn and we're going to use this to sew it together. So you're going to want your scissors to go ahead and cut. Next, you're going to weave this in, and also all of your ends if you ended up, you know, needing it like me. And so weave everything in and I'll meet you back after that. Okay, so this is what mine looks like so far. Hopefully my explanations are, you know, understandable. So next we're going to be working on like the top part, like the part that actually covers your head. So we're going to start by using our brown yarn and doing a magic circle. So you'll do it like this. I also have a tutorial on this, so if I'm not explaining well, you can check that out. So insert your hook, pull the back loop through, and then chain 2. Okay, so next we are going to want to have 6. So this counts as the first. So we're going to be doing half double crochet. So do 5 half double crochet. So that's a yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 1, and then pull through all 3. Okay, so next you'll pull your tail. Now that you have 6, counting your chain. And then you'll count 1, 2, that's your second chain. And insert your hook. And do a slip stitch. Next we're going to do 2 half double crochets into each stitch, but first you're going to want a stitch marker. So chain 2. Turn your work. And then do 2 half double crochets into this space right here. But then make sure that you do your slip stitch or your stitch marker right here. Okay, next continue this throughout your row. Okay, so you should have 12 stitches, so make sure you count. Okay, next you're gonna slip stitch into that place right where your stitch marker is. So pull through both your loops, chain 2, and turn your work. So you're gonna do 1 half double crochet. So we're gonna be increasing every other stitch. So normal, increase, so that's 2 half double crochets in just 1 stitch. Normal half double crochet, increase. Now if it helps you to say it out loud or in your head, I recommend doing that because you don't want to end up forgetting what you're doing. So you'll do normal half double crochet, increase. So finish your way all around your rounds, and if you kind of know what you're doing, you can continue until this fits on top of your head. But if you don't, basically what we're going to be doing is after you finish this row, you'll do 2 normal half double crochets and 2 different stitches and then increase. So you're going to be adding 1 normal double crochet and then an increase to each row. I'm going to do one more row with you, and then we will just meet you back after. Okay, next you're going to slip stitch. You should have 18 stitches. So slip stitch into this right here. Slip stitch, chain 2, turn your work and then do 1 normal half double crochet, 2 normal half double crochet, increase. Normal half double crochet, normal half double crochet, increase. Normal half double crochet, normal half double crochet. Okay, next you're gonna have 24 half double crochets in this row. Next, slip stitch. Next, chain 2. Turn your work and you'll continue by doing 3 half double crochets, increase, 3 half double crochets, increase. That will be this row. Then you'll do 4 half double crochets, increase, 4 half double crochets, increase. It continues like that until you'll be able to fit it around your head, and I'll meet you back to help you understand how to add this. Okay, so next you're going to chain 1, and then you're going, so this is my finished circle for my top of my head. Then you'll chain 1, and then you will cut a tail long enough to be able to, sew this part onto your granny square part. So I'll meet you back after you complete that. Okay, so this is what mine looks like so far. I just want to say great job for continuing this to here and not giving up, because I have had some difficulty with it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is grab your yarn right here, and you're gonna get your hook. So we're using our brown yarn still. So insert your hook into one of your white single crochets. Right here. Next, we're going to tie this part on, and we will weave this in at the end. So I'm only going to do the first row with you, because once again, this is not specifically for beginners. You should know some things before continuing this. So go ahead and insert your hook into that same place, and yarn over, pull through pull it through. Next, we're gonna chain 2, and we're gonna be working half double crochets around. And there's a total of 5 rows, but the last row we will be like transitioning, it looks like, to like half double or to single crochet. So yeah, okay. So our half double crochet is going to look like this. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 1, pull through all 3. So I will do that last row with you, just because of the difference in it of switching your stitches. Yes, so you will continue your row, of half double crochets, and I'll meet you back to show you how we're going to finish up this row. Then you're going to do a few more rows, and then we'll leave room for one more single crochet row at the end that is in our white color. So I'll meet you back then. Okay, so I finished, or I'm about to finish my row of my half double crochet. Make sure you did it in like all of the stitches. So this is what it looks like right now. So we will be switching to single crochet for the last row with our white yarn. Do not worry, because I'm going to show you how to do that. Lastly, let me show you how to start a new row. So you're gonna insert your hook right here into that half double crochet, and then you will need to slip stitch, so that's pulling through your both loops. Next, chain 2, you'll turn your work and simply continue. So you're going to want like 4 to 5 rows of half double crochet in your brown, and then I'll meet you back. So you'll just continue that until you reach the end, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with our white yarn. Okay, so I finished all of my rows that I'm doing for the brown. So we're going to slip stitch here, but instead of continuing to slip stitch with your brown yarn, you're going to want to grab your white yarn and pull through like this. So you pull through the slip stitch with your white yarn. Next, you're going to tie the tail of white yarn and the remaining of the brown yarn together so it does not become undone. Next, you need to grab your scissors and cut it to the amount that you want for your tails. Okay, so next for the next row, we're going to want to chain 1 only because we're working single crochet. And please keep in mind for the single crochet that you're going to want to crochet loosely so it doesn't end up getting cinched. Let me show you how to do that. So you'll insert your hook, pull through 1, and pull through those last 2. Just that simple. Let's continue. So I'll meet you back at the end of the row, and I will weave in these ends while I'm doing this row, and I will meet you back at the end of that, and I'll see you then. Okay guys, so you should have just finished your row of white single crochets. Before I tell you your last few directions to finish this off, I want to go ahead and thank everyone for watching this long video and taking the time to watch it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's super helpful, and I actually saw that most of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so please become one of those people who are subscribed. And yeah, let's get back into the video. So make sure that you've been crocheting loosely around your row, and you're gonna also want to make sure that your stitches are facing toward you, not away from you, so it's kind of facing the wrong side. And if that didn't happen for you, what you can always do is add another row of brown, and then it will face this way. So next you're going to slip stitch into the first white stitch. Chain 1, grab your scissors, cut off. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, and I'll turn the comments on for this video. Please let me know what you want me to make next related to K-pop, and I can definitely look that up and that might happen. So I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching,